Oh man.
Woo. Man, I gotta collect myself after that, man. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 man. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey.
Man, I saw what you did there, man. I saw what you did there. Anybody else catch that?
Oh. Name that tune. You know what? I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start taking songs.
Okay.
And I'm going to start doing the melody for the song, for the intro, for the beginning of this great thing that we have, the gray space.
Yep.
I'm going to do that.
And you could catch it on the Essentials.
And you could catch it right there.
Right. Speaking of the Essentials, little promotion, little, talk about our shows here for a second. All right. Gray Space, right here, right now. We're on Apple Music. We are on Spotify. We've added Google Play. We've added Stitcher. We've added Intune. Now, Intune works with Alexa and Google Play. Obviously, you could just say, "Okay, Google, play the Gray Space podcast." So, more stuff coming to you guys, more avenues. If you guys don't like Podbean or prefer one of those other ones, if you guys have Google Play, go check out our podcasts on those. Then we have What You Heard. We have The Essentials. And we just put out The King's Table. So go check it out. Go hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Go hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
And share with everybody.
And share.
Okay?
Share,
go do that.
share that. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to, I had to shout out.
We damn near everywhere.
Yeah, man.
We damn near everywhere.
So more places to listen. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll say this to everybody that's been rocking with us, man. Like much love. Much love. That's it. That's all I meant. Thank you for everybody that's been rocking with us. Just continue to repost the stories, repost the posts that we put up, man, and continue to check it out. And then definitely leave comments. You know what? I think that's what I want to press to. So can I press on my camera?
Yeah,
I'm gonna press on my camera. Okay,
get it.
Okay, you gonna hear something from me right now. Okay, if you guys are checking out these videos, if you guys are checking out the Gray Space, if you're checking out What You Heard, if you're checking out the Essentials, and now the King's Table, please leave comments. We feed off what you guys think of these episodes. Okay, so it's dope for you guys to reach out in DMs and comments on Instagram and Facebook. It's dope, and we love that. But reach out on YouTube, drop a little comment, man. I love, you guys were talking about this. I hate that you guys were talking about this. I love your review. I disagree with whatever your view is. Please leave comments so that we can take these comments in, take your guys' opinion, and either say, fuck them, but most of the time, we're going to take them in and say, how can we build and make everything that we're doing better? So please leave comments and definitely make sure you subscribe and share that motherfucking shit, okay?
Right. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, I think that's the thing I want the most as well. Like, on all our videos, man. Like, obviously this one, our podcast that we do.
For sure.
I would love to hear what you guys, even if you were like, man, I never thought about that, or yeah, I've thought about that. You guys, I think you went the wrong direction.
Right. Whatever it is.
Let us know. I mean, and then on top of that, our other shows, and especially, what you heard and the essentials. Like, I want people to tell me, hey, man, you missed this out. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And I could either respond and say, yeah, that was Chris Brown. You already know who Chris Brown is.
Right.
I ain't doing Chris Brown.
Right.
Everybody knows who Chris Brown is.
Right.
Drake just dropped an album. Yeah, I know.
Right.
I don't need to put Drake on there. You guys everybody knows that they
Right.
dropped an album.
Unless
But
it's something
I'm just
crazy.
saying,
Yeah.
but then, let's just say it's, you have a friend that's doing, or yourself, or
Man,
whatever. I mean,
please.
say, hey, man, I think this is dope. You should put this out.
Yeah, you guys want music to be dropped on What You Heard. Reach out, see where we're at. I mean, we're not guaranteeing that stuff's going to be played.
Yeah, but at least let me know to check it out.
Go check it out.
I want it to be a community thing.
You guys got new videos? Hit me up, man. I'm dropping clips.
Right.
I'm dropping clips.
That you are, man. You're dropping clips.
Dropping clips.
So video.
So shit, you could get a motherfucking 2-per.
So the video format would go to the essentials.
Right.
Just the music would go to What You Heard.
Right.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. And then we
Let
might
us
talk
check it
about
out.
this shit on the gray space.
Absolutely,
Come
man.
on now.
So, anyways, I mean, make this more of a community base.
Yeah.
And but we still love all you guys for coming, like you said, man.
Yeah,
checking
for sure.
checking us out, rocking with us over.
We want to have conversations, man. Social distancing.
I know
man.
we still getting started.
Oh, yeah.
There's
We're
still
getting it
plenty of
poppin'.
time, but I'd like to see some of those comments roll through, man.
I'll say this, man. Help us get to 100 subscribers by the end of this month.
That'd be dope, dude.
Can we get to 100 subscribers
Yeah.
by the end of this month?
Get to
Please,
'em, yeah.
please. Man, I'm telling you, let's build this thing. If you guys are rocking with us, fucking with us, let's
go.
build.
Let's go.
Let's build. Build a block. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and more support we have, the better we can facilitate you guys.
And the more content,
and
man.
more content, the
More
better
content.
it would be.
Man.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know,
Blah, 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 and the other shit.
but it does. It helps us out tremendously.
It does.
Helps us create better stuff, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So, shit. What else is going on, man? Anything else happening?
No, man, this Space Cup is tasting real good right now.
Is it tasting good? Mine's tasting good too. Let's have a little drink.
Just take a little sip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's different. It's different when that drink entered the gray space. Shit tastes a little different.
Yeah. Fucks you up a little bit faster too, right?
Yeah,
Get you all sauced.
yeah, man, saucy to bossy. Nah, man, another week. Dope ass. I mean, yeah, dope ass week. I think this week has been crazy week. Crazy week. Things are reopening.
Right. Yep.
You and I had a lengthy conversation about this earlier, and I don't want to go too much into depth about it, but things are reopening throughout the country, throughout the state, kind of everywhere. You get the sense that people are kind of like trying to get back to some type of normalcy. There's also been some bad news with some unfortunate murders out there, and I'll leave the viewers to make their own decisions and form their own opinions on those news cycles that have been running around. I have my own. I will not speak on it right now, and the reason why I don't have enough information.
Sure.
But yeah, this week has been like damn near any other week in 2020, which is and we talked about it. It's just been weird.
Oh,
Just
man,
it's the ebbs and flows of this shit have been unfucking believable.
I think January was the only untouched or
That was it.
And that still feels like 2019 to me, man.
That shit feels like forever ago.
Doesn't it?
Forever ago.
And, man, I don't know, man. I'm agreeing with you because it has been weird. It's just been, and not just because of COVID-19. It's just a lot of different things,
murder hornets,
right?
Murder hornets.
Yeah,
dude. So I didn't tell you this. I saw a video of some, and I don't know if it's true. I don't know if this was an actual murder hornet. Okay, but I saw a video of this guy, and I'm gonna look it up. I'll put a link to at least who he is in the Gray Space video when we post this up.
I think I know where you're going with this.
He's like one of these like fucking go out there and like, I'm gonna get bit by this.
Yes, I saw this video.
Did you see this shit?
I saw this video, dude. I did.
The whole motherfucker's arm, bro.
Yeah.
He got stung, and then what was crazy was the hornet stung him, but like stayed in there.
Injecting
as if he had like a nightcap, bro. He was in there like he was like, oh, oh. And then he just kind of like slipped off. And he, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, shit. Oh.
Slip off.
Oh, shit. And then slipped off. It was like literally like energy was done. It was so easy for them to put like the cup or whatever.
Yeah, they put a cup right over it. It was like, whoop.
I mean, because the motherfucker was even asleep. He was, oh, man, got that one off. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, he went from like, damn.
Well, what was really funny too about the video is the cameraman, right, who was a buddy of his or whatever was filming him, and his friend goes, "Hey, you got to tell us what this feels like. Come on, this is why you did this video."
Right,
I'm like, what the hell am I watching, man?
Right.
I think that was like a murder hornet, or it was a hornet of some sort. I'm not sure if it was the one.
Motherfucker was huge. I know that.
Oh, that thing was at least 2 inches.
Like, it was like fucking
3 inches big. Man. I think it was.
Do you see its head? This motherfucker is, and then he goes, I might let him bite me depending on how bad the sting is. That motherfucker didn't let him bite him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. That motherfucker said, "Oh," and the bite went from
like a little mark.
The sting went from here, and then immediate
like a little
swelling.
bite. Yeah, and then you can see the
and then his whole shit swelled up to the point where he had a watch on, and the dude shooting the video was like, "Dude, you need to take your watch off, cause your whole shit is swelling." He's like, my arm is fully seized. I can't even hold a grapefruit right now. And I'm like, God, why?
Yeah, why?
But I appreciate it.
I don't
but
understand.
now I know
what to expect. If
I
you
know.
I think
that motherfucker was rolling around on the ground like stop, drop, and roll. He was.
But it's the thing, man, where I think everybody's going to react different to that venom, though, dude. Like, just because
for sure,
it's just like people that get stung by a bee,
for sure,
are super allergic to bee, and then some people are like, you know, or
for sure.
I
just thought it was funny, man.
Yeah, dude, that's funny you brought that up, man. That's
there's another hornet out there called tarantula hawk. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Which is the more common hornet that you would see. In the United States is a tarantula hawk, right? Mm. When you do see hornets, that's when you normally see them. They're tarantula hawks, and he was like, oh man, this is, and then it went from, man, this is similar to a tarantula hawk to, oh hell no, this motherfucker would beat the tarantula hawk's ass.
He almost jumped off the ledge too.
Oh, he did.
And the
dude was like, "Hey man,
come back. You
about to for real die. Like, it's over." That motherfucker wanted it. You
got to post that up, dude, because it's hilarious to watch.
I'll post up the link to the video, man. I'll find the link to the video. I got to post it up.
Hilarious.
That
to watch,
shit
though.
is. That motherfucker was on the edge too.
He was literally on the edge.
He was like, I'm done.
I'm almost done, about to jump off. Yeah. And he coached him back, and then he was like, now you got to tell me what the pain feels like. Right. Tell me what the pain is.
And then finally he realized, he was like, dude, you okay?
Yeah.
Do we got to shut the video down?
Wait, you just now asking me?
Right. Nigga, I'm already in a seizure and shit. You know what I mean? There's foam coming out my mouth.
Man, people do the craziest shit, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, I tell you what. Crazy.
Oh, man.
2020,
man.
shit.
2020. 2020.
Yeah,
man.
Man, we ain't even halfway through 2020 yet. Although it feels like we're getting near to the end, but we ain't even close.
My daughter's still technically in school, dog.
Mm-hmm.
She been home for a long time, man.
Since the end of March.
She been home for a long time, man. She been home for a long time.
Is she 18 yet?
Dude. Has
Right?
she graduated from college yet? Like, I'm like, God damn, you been home for a long time. I love you, but damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, man.
Oh, man. Too funny, bro. Too funny. That's what we do here on the Gray Space.
That's right, man. It's weird out there, dude, for sure. It's weird. Well, let's dive in, man.
Let's dive right in. I ain't said that in a minute. Let's dive right in. I ain't said that in a minute, man.
You haven't, actually.
I actually had to build it up. Let's die. To find my... You know what I'm saying? We on one today. We on one today, man.
So quotes, sayings, favorites that we have, you know. So we're going to go over some of our favorite quotes and sayings. I have stuff from my mom. I have stuff that, you know, I like personally, stuff like that. So, yeah, man, I just thought it'd be kind of cool, something a little different to do, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about some of our favorite quotes and, you know, maybe dissect some of them, and some of them might rush through, just depending. And yeah, so by the way, before we dive right in, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mother. I love you. I wish you the best Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day, though. In my book, you know, I really appreciate my mom. You know, I appreciate all the moms out there doing their thing. Love you all, and just keep doing what you're doing. Your wife, amazing mother.
Thank
you know, list goes on and 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 on.
Yeah.
But you know, definitely happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, super happy Mother's Day to my mom. Super happy Mother's Day to my wife, Mrs. Gray Space, Mrs. Ward. And happy Mother's Day to every mother that's out there, man. It's a huge, to me, it's a huge holiday, man, because I think we take advantage of our mothers. You know what I'm saying? And we do, because they just here. They here for us. Like we need some, and we take advantage of our wives and our baby's none of my business. It's none of my business. Baby's mother. You got baby mama. Hopefully y'all got that shit worked out. But yeah, man, we gotta really appreciate the mothers, the good mothers, all the mothers, but really the good ones in the world. And I know I have fantastic ones around me, and I know you do as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So we're gonna give them another shout out by the end of the podcast.
Oh, for sure. But I also, my mom gave me some quotes. I was like, I kind of asked her, I was like, hey, I know you use some, and remind me what you say. And then, so she gave me like 20, man. She gave me some, and she was texting me.
She was like, I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Mom, you've been waiting a long time for this one. I know you were, because she was like, oh, and this one, and this, and then 5 minutes later, she goes, I promise. This is the last one.
She had a whole list.
And then it was like another 5 minutes. She goes, I swear, I forgot about this one.
She been writing that shit down
really
since you was like 2-3 years old. She was like, look, I'm going to add all these. Every time
When
she
you
said
start the
something
gray
that was
space,
fire,
yeah.
she wrote it down like a recipe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So we'll just go through some
Let's go.
quotes and
Let's go. Let's
and this is-
go.
all right, I'll start off, man. This is one of my mom's, and I do really like this one. It's not what you say, but how you say it. And this is true, man. Like, and my mom and I were actually talking about this on the phone the other day, and she was like, I use this one at work. And I was like, I didn't say this to her on the phone, but after I thought about that, I was like, I don't say this directly, but it is one of my biggest complaints about people. Communication, first of all, and then when you communicate and then they say something and you're like, wait, hold up. What are you talking about? Like,
Right.
That doesn't sound right. Like, and then they have to go back and I'm like, that's not, yeah, you need to roll that back.
Right.
Because this is how you said it that was bad.
Right.
And so it's not what you say.
It's not.
It's how you say it to that particular person.
Which is 85% of 85% of communication, how you say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? How you deliver your point, or whatever. I mean, it could be something as simple as, hey, can you grab me some cereal? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be like, hey, can you grab me some cereal? Or, hey,
do you mind if
do you mind if?
Yeah.
I know you're already over there. Can you grab me some cereal?
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, it's big. And then the other thing about, and this is maybe a little bit off, but is that's why texting is kind of weird and emails, because but that's also kind of in the same line, because I think when people type something out, whether it be text message or email, what's in here and in your head,
right?
And then you send, and then you don't hear from that person or whatever, and then, or if you talk to that person, they'll be like, man, I thought you were mad at me.
Right.
And you're like, no, man, what do you mean? And you're like, and then they read it back to you how they said it, like kind of like the cereal. Give me some cereal.
Right.
Right. And it's like, oh, dude, that's not really, that's not what I meant.
Didn't it happen with me and you one time where, like, I feel like...
it might have. I'm not sure.
I feel like you text me and I text you back, and then you didn't text me for like a couple days. And then we finally talked, and he was like, man, I thought you was mad at me, man. I'm like, what?
That might have happened a few years ago.
And you were like, yeah, well, because the way you responded to my text, and I was like, nah, bro, I just responded to it. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good with that. And you were like, oh, you good?
Yeah.
You good out here?
Right,
okay,
right. And it's all, yeah, man. But that's more of a, I guess,
funny,
perception of what you're reading on a screen.
Right.
But anyways, what you got, man?
I got a really cool one, man. And there's gonna be a lot of them from my cousin Jim, just because he sends me.
Oh yeah, man.
Basically a motivational thing every day. But this one I think is incredible.
Okay.
And the quote is, relax. Nothing is in control.
Relax. Don't do it when you want to. Sorry. I don't know why, dude. That pops. My head goes to music constantly. But I did what it, but then my brain. There you go. You guys got an insight to my brain a little bit.
Right.
So relax.
Nothing is in control. It's almost like the stay, you know what I mean? Stay calm.
Yes. Relax. Nothing is in control.
Relax. Nothing is in control.
Man, that's actually really deep.
Yeah,
dude. That's like, I don't even know how to respond to that, because that's like, no, seriously though, that's actually really deep. Like when you really think about that.
Yeah.
Because humans tend to want to be in control.
All the time.
All the time.
It's our natural.
And, there might be, certain people are more want to be more in control than others, but there's always a certain part of you that wants to be in control of something, know, And I think there is a little part that you can control to a certain extent, but it's almost like, and I like this, relax.
Right.
Just relax.
Right.
Just take it easy.
Just take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
I like that, dude. I really do. And especially for my mental state, I actually really like that, dude.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that, like I said, he sends me a daily word.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones that when I saw it, I was like, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And you could take it so many ways, but it's just not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think in life we tend to take the smallest of things and blow them up to proportions that, like, oh my God, I this needs to be done now. And then we have pressures coming from everywhere else,
Sure.
blah, 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 blah. But it's like, dude, just do what you can do. And you know what? And I'll say this, when I have slowed things down, like when I'm trying to get something accomplished and I'm really like, I'm really focused on going hard and like, right? I feel overwhelmed. What I found is when I slow things down, almost to the point like, look, I'm going to tackle this, then I'm going to tackle this, and I'm going to tackle this, and I'm going to move as fast as I can, but I'm not going to overly stress about it. I found that same thing that I fucking tried to rush through took me 45 minutes, and when I just calmly fucking did my thing with all the circumstances being the same, took me 25 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is facts, dude. That's big facts, dude.
Right.
Man,
and almost like the more you try to control shit, the less you're in control.
Oh, I agree with that. Oh, yeah. That's why I say, like, there's a small part, like, I think you can control.
Right.
But the rest you just kind of have to let it play out and let it see. Let it ride. Just relax.
Let it ride.
All right. This is another one here. Die with memories, not dreams.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but go ahead.
That's it. Die with memories, not dreams. Don't leave your dreams on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you now.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, dude. You die with your memories, right? When you pass away, whenever that is, you want to die with your memories. You don't want to die with having dreams being left on the table.
Yes.
At least try whatever your dream is, I'm with you. Because everybody's got them. Everybody's got something that they want to do, want to try, being
everybody
creative some way. Dude, I mean, you want to paint and you've never paint? Go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and go get some paintbrushes and canvas and go paint. You don't know. You don't know how that's going to turn out. So don't die with your memories, not dreams.
100.
And so, anyways.
100. Now, that's very important to the times that we're in right now, because I think what's funny is that you've seen a lot of people, man, shout out to my boy Metaphorical, man. He put up a clip of a song. I don't know if he's put the song out yet. I got to go check. But he's really been diving back into music, man, which is great, man.
Yeah, he has. I've been seeing
Shout
his
out
posts.
to Metaphorical, the wordsmith that he is. I know he's working on something bananas right now based on the clips that he's been fucking putting out. But he put out a clip and he basically talked about, like, the fact that, like, damn, it's taking you this long, like, to find it, you know what I mean, or to be creative. And then he kind of touched on, like, people still aren't creative. People still aren't, like, you're sitting at home doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, so that, like, that quote really speaks to a lot of people right now. Like, people are so stressed out, and I get that, but like find something. Like now's the time to go find your joy. And even if you get back to whatever regularly scheduled program you were on, at least you have a side show to go watch. You know what I'm saying? And so I love that quote just because I hope that people take it and run with it. And like you said, man, go paint, go draw.
Something.
Go record a podcast. Go do a blog. Go do a vlog. Like
do it.
Go take pictures. Like take your fucking iPhone out there and dude, you don't need shit today. You don't.
You have everything on your phone.
You literally have everything on your phone.
I mean, even if you want to record a podcast, dude, you can do it on your phone. You don't need any fancy equipment, dude. You know, I mean, you really don't need these. Like we have these mics and everything, man. You don't need this. You know, I mean.
Well, yeah. I mean, y'all don't need it. You know? We needs it. No, we don't need it, but you know.
You don't. I mean, you know, but just go tackle your dreams. Go try something
go
you were like, hey,
something.
Yeah.
Go tackle something. And actually, my next quote kind of is a piggyback off of that. Langston Hughes, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly.
That's a straight up piggyback off of that, dude. Like
straight up.
Yeah, because basically you're letting your dream. Why are you letting your dream die?
Right.
As far as if you never tried it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never really, I've put off my dreams before. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first dream was I had a dream to be a musician, to play guitar. Back when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, all the way till, mid-20s probably. And I was like, you know what? I tried it. I had the dream of doing that, but it's not for me.
Right.
But at least you tried your dream. Right. And I still love music, obviously. It will always be a part of me. I'll always play the guitar a little bit.
Right.
But I know I have no regrets of that particular dream. Like, I'm not longing to be a musician. I have that dream is, I don't want to say dead, but it's past. I've changed. I've moved on. The other dream was this, and this dream is working now, and it's a beautiful thing. And I love it. And, you got to keep trying, or, whatever your dream is, don't let it die, So.
And I think part of what I took from that was hold fast to dreams, right?
Yeah.
I think as long as we continue to try to attack the dream is having a dream and a goal is just like going through life. It's going to evolve as you go through. It's going to change, and so maybe you start off like you said, I want to be this, I want to be a musician, I want to be, you know what I mean? And then that led you to another path where you're like, wait, I really want to do this.
Right.
Then it led you to another path that you're like, well, damn, I really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And so as long as you hold fast to that dream, right? The dream never dies.
Right.
The dream never dies. You know what I mean?
True.
And if you don't hold fast to it, it's just a broken winged bird that can never fly. So you will never know what could have happened had you just attacked it 100%. And it, look, again, failed.
Right.
And or not failure in the sense of not come to where you wanted to be.
Or you realize it's not really what I wanted.
Right.
And then, like you said, then it takes a course and it goes, like you said, it branches somewhere and it keeps branching into,
Yes.
And you just got to follow that path, man.
100.
Cool.
What you got?
I really like this one, dude.
Okay.
A lot. Only dead fish go with the flow. Only dead fish
Is that true?
go with the flow. It's not. It's basically saying.
Is it true or not? Is what I need to know. No, I'm just playing. So I'm joking.
Obviously, fish go with the flow.
Yeah, I'm
water,
like, yeah, I feel like they always go with the flow.
No, there's fish that go against the grain, but really, what was trying to say is, don't be a dead fish and just go with the flow with shit.
Right. Right.
And basically, don't be a follower, be a leader.
Right.
That's basically what it's saying. Too. I don't know, man. I really like that. Only you're dead, you're just going with the flow.
That's it.
You just dead in the water. It's just gonna take you, sweep you away, and bye.
Or vice versa. You going with the flow. You're just gonna be dead in the water.
Yeah.
At some point, I love that.
Yeah.
I was giving you a hard time.
I know you were, dude. Trust me. People that don't know, I mean, my reaction might be weird towards Dray, but I've known you for so long, dude. I get it.
I just had an image of Finding Nemo. That's all I was thinking about.
See, there we go. I like this. Getting your brain a little bit.
Some fish running away from the shark. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, the water's going this way, but we need to go that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, love that.
Cool.
Love that. Let's see. What's my next one going to be? Because I got a couple here. I'm trying to find something dope for you. Because I don't have them in order. I'm just like, I'm kind of like flowing off what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you, it's like a battle right now. Battle of the quotes, man. Who got the dopest quote? Ooh, this one.
Okay.
I love this one. The secret to having it all, dope. The secret to having it all is knowing you already do. Mic fucking drop.
Man. That's good, dude. I like that.
Shout out to Cousin Jim, man. These daily words, man. That's all I got to keep. I have all these things logged, man.
I like that, dude, a lot, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude, that's Cousin Jim. Start sending me some of these, man. Start sending me some of this stuff, man. This shit's dope. Man, you already have it, man.
That's it.
You already have it. But we put roadblocks, or we put, walls up, or
expectations. We always want more.
Right.
Which is okay. Right? It's okay to want more. But I think more of that is just appreciating what you have. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think it's okay to want better. But
the thing is that because when I think of this quote, we made me think of something, is that, what happens is, especially in today's society, mm-hmm. is you see what somebody else has, but that's not what they have. It's like a fingerprint for somebody, right? Everybody's different. Everybody's haves, needs, wants are different. And just because that person has $1 billion doesn't mean you would be happy with $1 billion. To have that $1 billion, yeah, it would change your life, but would it, would you have everything? No, you already had it all before you had the $1 billion. You just now have $1 billion.
Yeah, and the same amount of happiness that you had before,
but the problem,
or sadness,
right? But the problem is that we compare ourselves to other people,
especially in today's
that's what I'm saying. Like with the social media stuff, and you got to be careful with that social media stuff too. Because a lot of people compare themselves like with looks wise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, big time.
You know what I'm saying? Like
big time.
Oh, they have no wrinkles, or they have It's called Photoshop.
So I'm not gonna say
But I
I'm not
mean,
gonna say who it is, but there's somebody I know.
Okay.
Because that person has asked me to not say who they are, but there's somebody that I know who is in my life, somebody I care about and love, and has an issue with their look. The hair's a certain way. There's this feature. There's this feature, right? And it's always, well, this person has this, and I wish I had that, or this person has this, and I wish I had that. And I'm always like, yeah, but what? Do you understand that there's somebody else that would kill for what you have?
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is the person that you probably the traits that you want to take from this person and this person and this person, those same people are looking at you, or sometime down the road will look at you and be like, I wish I had this instead. I wish I had her this, his this, instead of my this and my that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yep. By the way, you can tell him it's me. His name is Zeke.
I didn't want to sell you out, man.
Well,
but you've been wanting this bald head for a while, man, and I mean, you can have it, but you just can't make it look as clean as I do. You know what I'm saying?
Sexy son of a bitch!
Man.
Stop it, would you? Keep looking at all your goddamn fucking Instagram posts.
I'll buy you your own Dray hat. How about that?
Yeah, can I have one that says Z on it or something?
Yeah, but it's gonna look like Zorro. It's gonna look like Zorro.
Oh shit! Dude.
All right, man. What you got, man? We diving deep. Let's go deep.
Oh right, man.
We deep in here.
The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll let you ride on that.
Well, I mean, come on, dude. Like,
man,
I'm guilty of this. You know, where you talk about something, right? And you're like, "Yeah, man, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. Yeah, man, check this out, man. Okay, and then at a certain point, you gotta be like, "Well, go do it. What the hell are you doing standing here?
Up.
What are you doing standing here talking about it?
Right.
Go pull the trigger on that shit. Go do it.
Right.
It ain't helping anything. You just talking about it. What are you trying to do? Psych yourself up to keep going? I mean, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be that build up to that, but then you got to eventually quit talking and then go do it.
It's like talking yourself out of it almost.
Well, I think that's actually a part of it as well. I think there's a couple things. I think there's
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump. No, I'm not gonna jump.
One thing is either talking themselves out of it or wanting confirmation from somebody who they're talking to say,
facts.
Say, hey, you know, to almost say that, dude, quit talking about it and go do it. Like, are you asking me for help? Like, what is it? You know, because all I've heard for the past 2 months is you talk about this. Now, I think you need to go do it. You know how many times I have to be positive about it or encourage you to go do it. Right. You want me to hold your hand?
Right.
Go do it?
Right.
Go do it.
Right.
So quit talking about it and go do it.
Man, I love that.
Yeah.
It's a fact. I mean, it's absolute fact.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much more I can add to that.
No.
It's absolute fact.
Right.
Okay. I think this will be my last one.
Yeah. You go one more or I got one more?
Well, you started it off. But
That's all right.
I'm gonna end mine off here. And I'm gonna end mine off.
The host always has
Oh, you have the last dibs? You have the last dibs.
I said the host too, you know.
Yeah, you have the last dibs. Yeah.
I'm not the host.
You are the host. It's okay. I just show up from time to time and host everything else in my place of residence. Yeah. But anyways, this is from my mom.
Oh, good.
And I wanted to save this one for last.
Cool.
And it's sometimes the best way to guide someone is to let them lead the way.
Yeah.
And I remember, man, I remember.
We've had many discussions about this particular, like just sitting
I think
outside
I actually brought it up on one of the podcasts.
I think you did, yeah.
Earlier.
A few weeks ago, actually.
For sure.
I know it was cold outside. I can tell you that.
It was cold. It was still chilly at the time.
Yeah.
So it was definitely pre-COVID and pre-murder Hornets. But yeah, I love
this quote though.
I love this quote because I think a lot of times we as people try to help people out, and I think it's just a nurture thing. No matter what, when you love, you try to help, and I think we try to tell people how to do stuff, tell people how to change, tell people how to do things in their life. I'm doing it this way. I've seen it done this way. You're doing it this way. It's not working for you. But I think sometimes you got to let them lead the way, and not necessarily tell somebody what to do and how to do it, but just say, hey, what's going on? Especially if somebody wants to get better at a certain aspect of their life, kind of just let them talk through it and just be there, and then let them talk through it. And then when it's your time to say, I feel that, I rock with that. You know what I mean? I think people have a natural ability to figure it out. I think, do we need people to kind of help us out and give us a boost? A lot of times,
or a little bit of a nudge. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's I don't think we need it as much as we think we do.
No, and I think a lot of times when we have an issue with whatever's going on, we pretty much kind of, I think, already know the answer, but we need to talk through it with somebody. And, and I know we've talked about this before, man, but it's worth saying again, is that let somebody talk and just listen to them. Because, like the quote, let them lead the way. They're going to lead you or themselves more particularly down the path of, they know the answer. Once they get there, then you can go, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's all we'll do it to each other. I think we've learned that a lot from just each other. And I think this quote in particular, we practice probably the most with our friendship.
Right.
I think we really understand, oh, hey, Dray needs to talk about something. Go ahead. What do you got?
Right.
And I'll just let you go.
And I'll be like, what you think? And you'll be like, and I'll be like, well.
Right. And then, or I'll bitch about something. I'll be like, and you'll be like, yep. Okay. Yep. And you just let that person talk through it and go, all right, cool. I already know it, I already kind of know what to do. I just needed to get that off my chest. And,
That's it.
And you let that person lead the way through their own shit.
For sure.
I love that.
Colleen, love that quote.
I know you don't watch, but that's a damn good quote right there. It's a damn good quote. So I'll have Dray clip this,
right,
and send it to you.
Yeah, I'll clip it and send it. You know what I mean?
Anyways, one more for you. I know I've said this on the podcast before. It's hanging on my wall as I leave every day. Stay positive and love your life.
Facts.
I just like it because it is what it says. I mean, just straight up, but I do it as I need something mentally to see, even though I know it, right? But as I walk out the door, and hanging right by my door, as I turn the handle and walk out that door, it's hanging right there. I see it every time I leave. And for me, it's the biggest quote in my life. Just stay as positive as possible. You'll fail at it, but stay as positive as possible. And I think the second part is probably the most important part, is to love your life. Love yourself. Nobody's going to take care of you like you.
For sure.
There's nobody on this planet that's going to take you become an adult that's going to love you like you. So,
Man,
love
that's a fact.
your life.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyways,
Awesome.
so I'll just drop that. Leave it at that. Man, that was fun, dude. I like that.
Yeah, we might have to. We're gonna definitely have to do
there's
part
so
two.
many.
There's so many quotes.
I have like 6 more on this list, by the way.
Dude, I mean, I had to,
But yeah, we
through
could go on and on and on. But yeah, we'll do a part 2 sometime, man. Future or something, man.
For sure. Well, looking at
what
my
time is it?
imaginary rollie. It's about that time.
What do we got?
We got High Tide.
High Tide.
By my dog, Leven Cali.
Leven Cali, man. Dope album. I'll
Dope
just say
album.
straight off the bat, I really like this album.
Me too.
His previous one was Low Tide, just in case you're curious, came out last year.
Right.
I personally like Low Tide better. So I went back and did a little bit of research with Low Tide.
Okay.
Now, I know we're not reviewing Low Tide, but I kind of have to. I personally like Low Tide a little bit better.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like
I just
feel
did
like
because
listened to
I
the
went
album.
back and I went, okay, listen.
I have listened to the album.
Low Tide? I know you have.
For sure.
Yeah, back last year I know you did.
Okay.
Because we talked about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I went back to refresh my memory on it because it's been at least 6-7 months since I've heard that album, right?
Okay.
But once I put it on, I was like, music,
Right.
just memory came back, and I'm not sure. I find Low Tide just a little bit more enjoyable. Now, I'm not saying that High Tide is bad by any stretch of the imagination. I really like High Tide. I actually think Low Tide's a better album, though, than High Tide is.
Okay. Well,
Personally.
okay.
But I know we're not there. We're doing High Tide.
We're doing High Tide.
High Tide was like good in the beginning for me, gets a little slow, then picks up at the end. So there's a bit. It's like a roller coaster ride. You get that night, the drop, and then it's like, and then it picks back up, and then it's good again. That's what it's like to me. So
I agree 100%.
Sonically, phenomenal. There's
Production, of course, is.
Dude, there's some guitar parts in there, dude. Oh man, just killer.
Killer.
Again, this is one of my pet peeves, dude. And they're only like 10 seconds long, but those little interlude things, man, I just don't.
The little interludes.
I just don't care about that kind of stuff, dude.
I wasn't feeling them on this album.
Well, they're unnecessary.
To me, they make sense if they make sense, but they didn't make sense for this album.
Unnecessary, personally. For me. And it kind of takes away from the groove of things when that cut comes in, because it's actually a part of one of the song titles, 2 of them, anyways. But
oh yeah.
But yeah, man. So I found it good, a little boring, and good.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. 13 songs.
Mm-hmm. Technically 11.
Right. With the two
because those are not
interludes.
songs; those are little interlude things.
So 11 songs, 13 tracks. Yeah. So I mean, I think where I really started to fuck with the album was "Made for You," and it just, I was made for you. Dope track, dope to me. Like, took me back to like early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That kind of vibe. Look, the dude can sing.
Yes, he can. Absolutely
Can
can.
sing,
Yes.
sing. Like, no bullshit can run with anybody out here. Harmonies on point. I think the songs were on point, but I think what happened was, for me, So as we dive, I'm gonna dive a little bit more in.
Mhm.
So you got Fire in Your Eyes was the first track. Good song.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is more of an upbeat song,
Yeah.
dope song.
Mhm.
Then you've got the interlude, and then Made for You, which is kind of where I started paying attention. Rich Girl, which I like, you know what I mean, and kind of the beats. It's upbeat, it's vibey.
Right after Rich Girl is where it kind of falls off a little bit.
Falls off for me. Now, then he does Perfect is Boring, which I love with Ty Dolla
I do
Sign.
like that song. Yes, thank you for bringing that
And
up.
I thought their kind of contrast.
And I like the message of that song, actually, too.
Right.
And I think it's really kind of cool because it's like, I don't want somebody who's perfect. Perfect is boring.
Right.
And I'm like, it makes you think about it, and you're like, yeah, dude, that's kind of true. You don't want somebody who's perfect. You want those little imperfections. It's what make people.
Yes.
You know? That's
Yes.
what makes it kind of cool.
Yes.
So
I
do
love-
like
I
I do
love
like
that
that
song.
song. Yeah. I'm with you.
Then now here's where it gets weird, and it's almost a lyrical thing. Day After the Rain.
Maybe that's what it is for me, and I just didn't really notice it. Okay, go
Day After the Rain
Uh-huh.
and Forever. Now, the words are almost the same in both of those songs. So you feel like even though the tempo of the beat is different, you feel like you're listening to the same song with a different tempo.
Right.
You're listening to an upbeat song, same words. Now you're listening to a ballad, same words. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so that's where I was like literally like Day After the Rain, and then I think the first 2 bars in Forever is rain, pain, and it's like
right. Yeah,
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, wait.
and then it goes into the interlude.
Yeah.
And then it's Get By, which is a dope song.
Get By is a dope song. Yeah.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then La La La, cool song.
That's cool. Yeah.
Homegirl's Fire with
I
Smino.
love fucking Homegirl, dude.
Yeah. Homegirl's Fire.
Sing the hook for me, would you?
That ain't my bitch, that's my motherfucking homegirl. Man, he was like, hey, I'm letting you know.
Don't be a snitch.
Don't disrespect.
I like that
That's
song,
my
dude. When I first heard that,
shorty.
actually, that song actually perked up my ears, I think, the most out of everything. When I the first listened to,
Yeah.
it's not my favorite
That
track.
ain't my bitch, that's my motherfucking homegirl. Man.
I was like,
And
wait,
then
what?
Smino,
Huh?
Smino came in and killed
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit.
dude. I really like that song, man. That song
I
is
love that
pretty
song.
dope, dude.
It's a dope song.
But yeah, man, pretty good album, man.
Yeah, I
solid.
think
It's solid.
I think those 2 songs, Day After the Rain, Forever, take them off.
Well,
I
even
think-
Vita's song.
Vita's song, yeah, but I feel like you can.
Eh.
I feel like placement for Vita's song was bad. You could
Yeah.
even see Day After the Rain and Forever just changed. I don't know. Yeah, it changed the vibe of the album.
Yeah, I
Those
don't
3
know,
songs,
dude. It just
they-
kind of
they changed.
It just kind
Yeah,
of took
those
a little
3
bit
songs
of a dive
changed.
for me, dude.
Made for You, man. I was made for you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Oh my god, I love that song.
People probably think we're trashing on this album, dude. I actually really like this album.
No, I've got a decent score for the album.
I do too. I think it's pretty decent, man. I think it's a really good, solid R&B album.
Me too.
It's an 8.
I'm right there with you, man. It's an 8.
Yeah, it's a solid 8. It will not go up and it will not go down.
No,
It's
yeah,
just
it's a solid 8.
8. And
I think the reason that we're saying that we're saying what we're saying about those songs is because every other song is so good. Like you really have this vibe throughout the album, but like you said, it's like vibe dip, and you're like, just give me the vibe,
right.
just give me the mood. I don't want every song to sound the same, which they don't. All the vibey songs don't, but it's like, man, like.
So that's why I'm sorry. I know we're not doing Low Tide, but that's why I brought up Low Tide. Low Tide is not like that.
Okay.
Low Tide has a very consistent through line to me, and that's why I didn't dive deep into Low Tide. I just did it to remind myself. I was like, do I like Low Tide more?
Right.
You know, and I went back and I went, yeah, this is the way it flows is a lot better. So I would say if you're into R&B, you've never heard Leven Cali.
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly say go with Low Tide first and listen to Low Tide. Actually, they're very complimentary, like Low Tide, High Tide. So, I mean, he did 2 projects, but they were very... It's kind of like your project in a sense, you know, patio music and 2 p.m.
Got you.
Split it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it seems like to me, because these albums came out not with 7 months of each other,
right? So,
I think he had this, 30 songs, and went, oh yeah, 15 here, 15 here.
Right.
Oh no, we'll cut this.
Which
this
we've seen, like Anderson .Paak do that. We've
of course.
seen,
yeah.
We've seen Rotimi
and
do
I think
that.
that's
We've
what
seen
he
a lot
did.
of people do that.
So,
yeah.
anyways, cool,
dope album. Yeah, 8
dope,
fire album.
Yep. So, anyways, man, yeah, go check it out
for sure.
Cool, man. It's been fun.
Yes, it has been.
See ya. Peace. Bye. Just kidding.
Hey, I'm not gonna dive too deep into it, but you guys go check us out. We're gonna have the links for you to find us on Instagram, and just stay tuned in. And man, again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Please call your mom, text your mom.
Go see your mom
if you can right now with everything that's going on. Right. Do something, man. Shout out to the moms. We love you here.
Love you, Mom.
Yes. Love you, Mom.
And all the moms out there.
Love you, babe.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all I got.
That's it, man. Well, as always.
Stay positive and love your life.
Yes.
Okay?
And as always, this is the Gray Space.